What do you think that is? Deer? Might be the putty tat. It's hard to see, but the moonlight coming through the trees is quite beautiful. It's a beautiful night sky, even if it is bitterly cold. And I do mean bitterly cold. But the warm glow of the camp stove, it makes it all better. Kicked off my boots and the stabilizers.
There's a terrible blizzard's coming.
Go on. That guy don't know his shadow from a hole in the ground.
You'll freeze to death if you stay here.
And you won't have any food either.
Don't worry about me. I got plenty of food. And right now... Must be hard water in this lake. Blow your head off. See if I can. It's nice and warm here, and I got plenty of food. Go on and blow. Hey, come back here with my food.
I'm that hungry little kitty cat you just read about.
Well, hopefully I won't end up like poor Woody. I got lots of food, lots of fuel, and I have more. I have more food in a cooler as well. What up, guys? Total Control 871. All right, so here at Camp Evergreen in deep winter. This is indeed deep winter. Do you know what I did yesterday? I bought a particular item that I didn't think I would ever have to do, or ever have to buy, should I say. I bought I bought ice melt. Got the Roadrunner on it. Typically, that's the kind of thing that a homeowner would buy, you know. Dare I say, I guess my little chateau in the woods, you know. Hey, I own it. It's mine. It's not much to speak of, but it's mine. Yeah. How about those stable icers? It's like a play on words. Stabilize, stable icers. I forgot exactly how much I paid for them. I'm gonna say somewhere between 30 and $50. Um, they came with a real good. Here, I'll show you real quick. Over here in our mud room, heavy duty cleats or rivets, really good shit. Heavy duty plastic sole, nice heavy tread. You can also buy extra studs should you lose one. I did buy I bought the extras. We got reflective. You can see it reflecting in our light. Reflective. And yes, they can fit over top of, you know, boots. You know, you just lace in your boots, big heavy work boots, stuff like that. You know, it's pretty awesome. After my final disability, you know, the final nail in the coffin, the bimalar ankle fracture. Um, I am very fearful of slipping and falling. I have no idea if there would be any surgery. I don't have health insurance. I am very fearful of slipping and falling, so I definitely go well above and beyond to do everything that I can to make sure that I do not slip and fall, especially out here in the woods. God forbid you don't have your phone on you. How would I even direct them to me? I'm not entirely sure. But anyway. So yeah, okay. Let's see if we can squeeze in some headline news. How much time we got here? I'm already at 8 minutes. Okay, gotta make it fast then. Headline news. The only thing that's really in the headlines is the shutdown. The shutdown. Donald Trump is going to learn a very hard lesson that his shutdown is going to have very long-lasting consequences. Dare I even say maybe even the Democrats are going to learn as well. We saw in the wake of the 08-09 mortgage meltdown, businesses across the board, wasn't just simply banking, wasn't just simply mortgage. It's getting warm in here. So many businesses restructured. Lots of businesses restructured. And as a result, to this day, a lot of them are operating lean and mean because nobody really knows what's going to happen. What's happening now with this shutdown business is that it's directly targeting not so much businesses. The businesses will suffer as a result, but the consumer themselves, you know, the middle class consumer themselves. Lots of. I don't take delight, and I'm not happy to hear of people's economic woes. That being said, you gotta admit there's a lot of armchair quarterbacks out there who probably had quite a few things to say to and about us homeless people. Lazy bum, you're what pity party, victim card. You're so busy being the victim, you can't get yourself better, and you hear a lot of that. And so many of these middle class people are learning firsthand exactly how easy it is to slip into homelessness, how fast it can happen. You don't have to be a drug addict. You don't have to be a criminal with a lengthy criminal record. You don't have to be a sex offender on a registry. You have no idea how precarious your middle class existence is, how precariously delicate it is. I was talking with a buddy. He owns a construction business. So, and again, thank you for that very generous gift. That was incredible. When I sat down, I saw that there was two of them. Whoa, mind blown. And thank you. Yes, that generous gift has definitely gone toward purchasing food and fuel so that I make it through this very brutal and punishing winter. So again, thank you, my construction buddy. So I'm chit-chatting with my construction buddy, and it was his position because he's got a lucrative construction business. He owns it, a very lucrative construction business. And so it's just a different perspective. We were kind of going back and forth. He didn't necessarily agree with my take on the thing about how easy it is to fall into homelessness. Not everybody has that kind of income. He was talking about the average income of the federal worker, about like $80,000 or something like that. And it was his position that I don't think, excuse me, one missed paycheck. Grab a hold here before I start hacking you guys to death. One missed paycheck isn't going to, cause catastrophic economic collapse. And it is my opinion, my observational opinion, that yes, it can happen that easy, and I'm about to tell you why. We got to talking about how certain people will live above their means. As I was saying that, I was like, you know what? I don't think I really mean above their means. What these middle class people are doing, they are living within their expected means. When you make that kind of money, middle class income, you're expected to have certain credit cards, a certain amount of them, using them, a home mortgage, a car note, maybe even two car notes. You're expected to have X amount of revolving debt month to month. So, and on one hand, it's not accurate to say they were living above their means. I mean, they weren't exactly trying to buy, a yacht. They weren't trying to live above their means like that. But what was it? I wish to God I misplaced his YouTube channel. I wanted to show you guys this. Here's the guy. He's got this tent. He calls it a tent. It's a shanty shack. It's a swank plumbed out. It's just super duper plumbed out. Anyway, the point is that this guy's got like a 250 or maybe 350 Super Duty, dual wheels in the back. People will buy up. What was it we were talking about? That fire guy, financial independence, early retirement. I put that link in a while back, and he pointed out how so much of middle class America will buy up. They will buy these vehicles that you have no actual use for. We see the car commercials. Jeep Grand Cherokees, mountainside, a kayaks on the roof, and it's going off road, and we see it, rumble, like it's four wheeling, and these cars do not live that existence. They live city existence. And the car manufacturers, they understand this. They engineer it. They know you're not going to be taking this $40,000 vehicle off-road. The vehicle, it's calibrated, it's built and designed, it's engineered. The quality of it's engineered is for a city, urban, commuting, Um, its engineering isn't even because what was it? Who remembers Hummers? Okay, Hummers became a class symbol, and they got scaled down. They literally the vehicle even got smaller, and the price tag kept going up. Um, the Hummer became this a silly little car that couldn't do any of the things that its military proto form could do. You guys get what I'm saying. All right, I'm moving on. So much of the middle class are absorbing this shock to their economic system. People are seriously thinking. It's multiple shutdowns we've had. This one is the longest. But what people are taking away, what they're learning from all of this, the shutdowns, the stock markets, all of it, is that the financial future is extremely chaotic, and it's like our weather systems, it's only going to start getting worse and worse. Uh, Up shoots, down shoots, you know. So, like our corporations, the individual, the middle class family is going to start to taking very long, hard looks at things that they used to buy and wonder, do we really need it? Um, One of the things that I like to do, hope I'm not muffling my mics here, cutting them off or whatever. One of the things, what kind of time I got? I should be okay. Yeah, 17 and change. One of the things I like to say to people who may be wondering if they are mindlessly consuming, are they guilty of that? Think 2 paychecks ago when you were in the store shopping, spending your paycheck. What did you buy other than your mainstays like rent, mortgage, car note? Okay, and God knows that takes up the bulk of it. Uh, in the stores, the department stores, what did you buy? Where are the items at right now? Can you lay your hands on them right now? Are they doing what you expected them to do? You spent the money for them, you got them. Are they doing what you wanted them to do? A lot of people, when they go to either spring clean or maybe if they move, they start unearthing all this junk that they purchased. And at the time of purchase, they thought they couldn't live without. Hell, they maybe even held up checkout lines, arguing, haggling prices, getting managers involved. I want corporate number. All of this. Whatever ended up happening to that item that you fought so tenaciously for? Where is it at? What are you doing with it? Once you got it home, unboxed it, days later, weeks later, months later, what are you doing with it? Do you even remember buying it? Because at the moment, at that time, you thought you couldn't live without it. You were ready to wreak havoc. You may have even been ready to get arrested, and hauled out the store. So people will mindlessly consume like that. And it is that type of mindless consumerism that I think a lot of people are going to be thinking long and hard about. And of course, that is what's going to have a very dire effect on the economy once the mindless consumerism starts to dry up. Matter of fact, that guy, what was his name? Peter something or another. He was able to attain that kind of early retirement. He saved like $1 million stock market. The only reason why he was able to do that was he owned stock in portfolios that dealt with companies that were profitable because of other people mindlessly consuming. He halted his mindless consuming and began to profit off of your mindless consuming in the stock market. But if, and he has that whole website where he gives seminars and whatnot, the irony is that if everybody were to actually start adopting his principles, then his little 4% rejuvenation trick in the stock market, it would ultimately collapse, and he'd probably have to go back to work. All right, what else is going on in the news? Um, it's just been the shutdown, the economy, it's rough, it's bad. And there you go. I'll leave it at that. I haven't been feeling very well. I haven't been feeling very well. Uh, the economy. Trump. He is in a fuckload of trouble. Mueller, it is my personal belief, has an avalanche of evidence on him. Um, I believe this whole Mueller investigation is going to ultimately culminate into the biggest political scandal in U.S. history. Trump wanted to be remembered in infamy for something, It won't be for the wall, but oh, don't you worry, Donald. We're going to remember your name. Fame. Yeah, your name's going to live forever, all right. All right, guys, that's it. I'll see if I can get this uploaded, and I'm all settled in. My little nook in the woods, and yeah, so got my little TV, phone, and there you go. I'm all set. I got plenty of food, fuel, and I'll give you another update pretty soon. Total Control 871.